Hi, I'm Rachel Cope. I'm the creative director of Calico Wallpaper, and I'm excited to sit with everyone today to answer some questions about myself and about the company. The first question is, what's a design you've created that might look easy but was actually a challenge? The first collection that comes to mind was the Oceania collection. I created this using a salt resist process by sprinkling salt into a watercolor painting, and I had to create this on a very large scale to make a non-repeating wall mural, and I found that to be quite a challenge. All right, what is my favorite use of wallpaper in my own house? So for 10 years, Nick and I lived in Red Hook, and we had a loft space there, and we installed the Aurora Ray wallpaper collection above our bed. And I loved waking up every morning to this feeling of being in a sunrise and then at night falling asleep to a sunset. So, what do most home shoppers get wrong about wallpaper? I feel like a lot of people maybe are afraid to install wallpaper in their home because they feel like it might be too much of a statement piece and they might overthink it. I love the gradient collection that we create because it's so subtle, and it's a really nice way to integrate some color into your home and to create kind of immersive space that feels uplifting. And with our gradients, they can be very subtle. You could have kind of a gray to white or a blue to a pale pink, and they can make quite a difference in your home. All right. What is the most frequent creative tension between the two of you? And I think that's referring to Nick, who I'm married to and who I co-run the company with. I think in the beginning there was more tension because a lot of our roles kind of overlapped and we weren't quite sure yet what we were best at. So he would try to get involved in the creative and I would try to, give input on business decisions, and it got a little tricky. So now we have more clearly defined roles where I'm focused on development and creative and he's focused on the financials and the business and creating new opportunity. There is still sometimes some sticky points, but I think we've really worked through it, and it's fun to work with him. How has the pandemic changed the way you create work or changed the work itself? I would say that since the pandemic, we've been living upstate and our team is now working remotely. So that's been a dramatic shift in our day-to-day flow. Now that I am in nature, I think I'm even more inspired by my surroundings, and I have more mental space and time to really focus on the design process. And I've been making a little bit more of my personal work too. So during the peak of the pandemic, I had a lot of time with my kids because they were obviously not in school, and I needed some type of creative outlet. So I started creating watercolor paintings with them, and I ended up getting really, really engaged in them and ended up loving how they turned out, and I was able to channel all of my anxiety into these artworks, and we ended up turning the pieces into a collection. So that will be launching in the fall. What creative challenge are you most eager to solve in 2021? Okay, so before Calico Wallpaper, Nick was particularly focused on environmental issues. He actually had a company named Green Painting and then eventually Dark Green that was a design build that was focused on sustainability and using eco-friendly products. And I know it's something that's really important to him and that he wants to integrate more into Calico Wallpaper's process. We're currently printing on substrates that are non-VOC, some are LEED certified, and I know it's something that we'd like to expand upon moving forward this year. Thank you to Design Milk for giving me this opportunity to sit with everyone and to share about myself and about the company. I had so much fun, and I hope this was inspiring for everyone.